subscribe and join the Hoho family.
Having some porridge, chicken porridge with fish cakes and veggie cooked by Mommy Ho because I'm still recovering from stomach flu. While the Yuki boy is just sleeping. All the holiday drama is gone and it's back to work. I always dread going back to work after a holiday, after being sick, because I can imagine there's a lot of things waiting for me. A lot of clients are waiting for me to call them, but what has to be done has to be done.
He walked past by me, at the NTUC, the cashier, and he said,
Yuki? La 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 la. No, Yuki, come back! La 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 la. Yes, he's coming back! My little prince. My little prince. Eee. Eat. Yuki. La 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 la. You lick it, boy. You lick it, boy. You lick it, boy. Good morning, dear Hohos. Today I bring you guys very bad news. Our dear polar bear Inuka, the first tropical born polar bear in the whole world, has been put to sleep yesterday because he was just suffering too much. He had ear infection, open wounds on his paw pads, arthritis. He had so many different conditions. They just did another check on him. Despite all the medications, all the painkillers, everything, it's not making progress, and they find it very inhumane to let him continue with the suffering in the wild. And polar bears get very weak. Usually they starve to death for weeks and months, and that is a very painful period for them, and they do not want our dear Inuka to also suffer the same fate because he hasn't really been eating as well. Decided to just put him to deep sleep so that he will no longer be suffering. The whole of Singapore is actually mourning for him right now. Growing up, I've been to the zoo many times, but I kind of regret right now that I didn't really know Inuka's story. I didn't know that he was the first polar bear to be born in the tropics. To me, there was just a polar bear there, and I didn't even know that it was the same polar bear. I just saw one polar bear swimming around in his very big pool. That was about it. Another thing that caught me was Inuka's algae green coated fur. I was just how come this polar bear is not very white? It's more green because of the temperature. And sometimes polar bears do have green fur. It's a regret that I don't really get to appreciate Inuka as much. He has already been 27 years old. I think in December or November this year he'll be 28 years old, and that's very old already. In a while, male polar bears can only live up to 15 to 18 years, but he has lived up to 27 years. Inuka, you've really done well. I do remember having a clip of Inuka at the zoo. Episode 15, first anniversary part 1, I actually filmed Inuka before. Inuka will always be in our hearts. He's our Singaporeans' pride. As with Aming, the orangutan who passed away many years ago as well. We have two beloved animals that we are very proud of, and may they rest in peace. So I bought myself shoes yesterday. So cheap. This is $10 Sing. This is 15. And the one that I'm wearing, the new one, is also 15. Yesterday we wanted to catch Infinity War, so it was supposed to be a surprise for John. I booked the 2 tickets. I knew that he loved the movie so much, and he has been waiting 10 years to watch it. He said that he could leave earlier because he had a meeting outside of office, and then he would just do his work while waiting for me. So we purchased tickets at 6:10 because he said he would be done with his meeting by 4 p.m. He was so touched. But little did we know that his meeting actually extended, and by 5:45 he just ended. He was far away from the theatre. So he had to take a taxi, which cost him 28 bucks because it was far away and it was like peak hours and there was a jam. So he took it, but he wasn't getting any closer to us because the vehicle was just inching away. In the end, we didn't catch the movie. It was getting late and we didn't want to disturb the fans because we were sitting like in the middle and at the corner. So if we came in late, we'll be blocking people. Thereafter, we had ice cream, and the ice cream also, the machine wasn't working, the managers changed as well, but the service was bad and everyone was just scurrying around. I wonder if Pokemon Go is still a thing in your country. Very popular amongst the middle-aged people. So you can actually see them gathering around to battle and all, and friendships have been forged like that, so I guess it's not a bad thing.
Instant noodles with steamed otar, and I bought this again, dough fritters, and this is red bean bun, salted red bean bun.
Good morning, dear Hohos. It's happy Sunday. Weather is getting very hot, so I'm blowing the fan. That's why my hair is like flowing with the wind. Today after church service, we are going to watch Infinity Wars. It's been a hiccup, you know, from the Thursday's incident where we missed it because of John's work. So finally today, hopefully there will be no other hiccups and that we're able to just watch and enjoy the movie and spend some time together. I can't quite consider myself as a Marvel fan. In fact, I don't think I'm a Marvel fan. I really don't have any idea of like what goes on in the comics. Even from movies, I guess it's like my memory thing. I don't know why I can't really remember what happens in the movies after I've watched it. But the same can be said for dramas, like Korean dramas. I can just remember like what's going on, the storyline. Avengers movies or whatever Marvel movies, I just can't remember what happened and John always have to explain to me again. He's more of a fan than I do, but he's not that much of a pure Marvel fan, as in those who really read the comics and really study in depth like what's going on in the Marvel world. It's something that both of us are lacking, but I guess we'll still enjoy the movie. John was joking with me the other day that I even think that Justice League is a very nice movie. What do you guys think? Isn't Justice League a great movie?